Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are. Welcome again to my channel, Jamaican African Travel. My topic today is why we blaming others for our failure. And if you look back at this whole slave trade business, I came to the motherland and I visited two major historical sites. And what I discovered is that you have two huge areas, the two different places I went to, where they hold the slaves until the master come to purchase the slave. It wasn't the Portuguese who went in the villages to catch those people, or the German, or the English. It was our same black people who bring these slaves and hold them until the master or the plantation owner come to buy them and ship them back to the West. And we only blaming these white people that they slave our ancestor or our black people. When you point in one finger, there is three pointing at you. So we equally to be blamed. Not that we giving the white people any right to carry out these atrocity or wickedness to our ancestor. But remember, if you buy something, that means you own it. So we need to get it right and stop blaming people and get this thing, come out of this mental slavery. Because right now, the slave trade is still going on. Because what we do continue to send in our people to these developing countries to work as a slave. The only difference now is that they take the chain off their feet. Because when you go there, if it's raining, you have to out there working, because if you don't go, you know that next year you cannot come up on that program. And before we find full employment, give our people, and don't realize that if we find work, give our people, it's more beneficiary to the development of our country. But we busy ship them overseas. And we are always blaming people, other people, that we cannot compete against them because they are a developing country and we are third world. But that is one load of rubbish. Because I show you, look in sports. We, poor black people, third world country, competing with these mighty United States, Great Britain, Canada, Australia, you name them. And we beat them. Because when the Olympic world champion is going out, the main country that they're looking out for in sprint is Jamaica, long distance is Africa. So we beat them in sport, and we could beat them also in academically. But no, we are brain lazy. We love to depend on other people for handout. We claim we gain independent. And why should you independent and still depending on others for handout? Even the people reading budget. And the thing that fail us and we blaming others is our leaders. They went to the universities, same as the white people, or the Chinese, or the Japanese, and what they do with their education. They came back to the country as leader, and I don't see them leading the country in the right direction. All I see happening is corruption, all left, right, and center. And corruption is one of the main things that destroy any country. And we need to get it right and stop blaming others. It's the thing that we are not doing versus what we are doing that keeping us back all the time. We must own up to our failure, because when we point one finger and one person, 3 pointing back at you. Where we are in this world right now, if we could just get it right, because it don't need any rocket scientists to know that what we are doing not working. Education go along with common sense. And if we really serious about pulling us self out of where we are right now, it can, but we need to change the mindset, the corruption, the selfishness, and that can change things. In one other era, we blame the white people about racism. And we are the one. We're more racist than the white people. I can tell you that for sure. Because you hardly find black people willing to travel to Africa, which is a black population, more black population. And they don't want to come here, and yet the white people come in here. So you see where the racist is. Preferential treatment start right within our home. Brown children versus black children. That's where it all started, and we blaming other people. If you go to a hotel right now in Jamaica and you is a black, they give the white preferential treatment more than you as black. And yet, when we go to other people's country, we expect them to spread red carpet, give us, while we're not doing it to our citizens. But you expect to go somewhere else to get it. It not work. You must first treat your citizens right before others will respect them. If you look in another era, let me show you. If you're working with a black boss versus a white boss, I went to the United States and I worked with about 3 different black bosses, and I have problem getting my money when I work. I cannot get my pay because they always find fault they didn't get any work, get any paid. But when you work with a white boss, rest assured, you're going to get your salary at the ending of the week or bi-weekly, if it's so. Again, white people is so professional in doing business versus the black. And that's the reason why we cannot go forward, because we are not professional. You see, in Jamaica, we say Chinese born to do business. Everybody born to do business, but how you do your business? You have to get organized. You have to give good customer service. You have to be competent, and you have to be honest. That's what the white people show us more than us. They are more honest, trustworthy, more professional, more consistent than we are, and that's why we fail. And we fail to recognize that is the things that we are not doing, and the things that we are doing is keeping us at the bottom of the ladder. And for us to rise out of this situation where we are, we need to make a U-turn and redo things, reinvent the wheel, because what we're doing not working. You see, a leadership, you have to be a sound-minded person. You have to stand fast. It's not, if you're going to lead, you have to just lead. Even your family will against you because you have to make dramatical decisions where you is working for your country. And for years, these people have been robbing us, our taxpayer money, not using it wisely. You even look at these university students, how they are dishonest. You have the ordinary citizen up in the hill using their iron fork, their machete, even in Africa also, and paying your taxes. And they borrow that taxes money, pay their tuition fee, and they go to university to whether 3, 4, or 5 years, and within those 4 years, they didn't complain about the crime rate or anything, but their final year in university, they start to complain about crime. I can't, the country is not running good, so as the day they graduate, they went away to Canada, England. But that is dishonest. You must give back to the ordinary people that pay their taxes to send you to school. You could say, okay, I cannot do nothing more for you, but your children or your grandchildren, this is my contribution I'm going to give back to my country to bring someone up to the level that I be. So what you do, you went away to build a white man country, and then your country is there suffering and struggling. Because right now, Jamaican and Africa and the Caribbean, they need leadership, sound leadership, and what happening, all the bright mind migrate. Brain drain the country because of running down money. Remember where you're coming from. Remember where you get your money to give your education. Your country should be first. And you see all of you running away, and then when you get old, you have to run back to the same country that you neglect because the system up there don't have no place for you. When you get old, you have to be running back. But what the government then need to do, demands a medical certificate from you guys when you're coming. Because when you was leaving, you had to produce the America or Canada with a medical certificate. We should not take back any of you sick people. You don't need to go back to the country. The country need a leadership. You need a security minister. You need a commissioner of police. You need good leaders in high places. Because the reason why I had to really look out on university people, in government, you cannot get a high-profile job in government if you don't hold a university degree. And you see where we are now. So who to be blamed? Who to be blamed? We cannot blame us as ordinary people because we don't really get the reign to lead the country. Because enough of us have the vision, but because we don't have the degree, we will never go in that chair to lead that country. As I said, education go along with common sense. And we can take ourselves back if we could just discover that what you are doing is wrong. If you don't tell yourself I'm doing something wrong, I need to correct it, there will be no changes. So people, this is all I have to say for today. So until next time, thank you very much. Asante sana. Keep listening.